KJK clocked in at 7 minutes 50 on the last point. So, if Tenacious N can get to the cap the last point by 7 minutes 50, actually no, I don't know what was cap the previous point. Basically, if they can cap the last point, they pretty much win the game. Unfortunately, I'll be doing timing badly. I'm not entirely in the tournament mood. These things happen. To be fair, people have been dropping in and out of the server, so we're not taking it too seriously.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Now, anyway, though, although I'm seeing dodginess on blue already. Oh, jeez, he's giving me a repeat of that. And they've got engineers. If Kerouac's built a good sentry, he's got this. But yes, this is going to be an interesting start. And actually, I think, you know, have they been doing this properly? Oh, somewhat. I think they have been. They've been making sure. And there they go, the way out wacky races, and they're all stuck in a certain area. Uber Medic got trained. You stood in front of the train again. Oh, I thought that was going to complete cluster. They're all standing in front of the train. I was like, oh god, no, they're going to die so hard. Okay, the initial scout rush didn't entirely work. No, you can tell it's not working so much because Rob's having to eat a sandwich. That's how damaged that heavy was. Right now, what we are seeing though is those scouts are keeping the pressure up. Red team is having to, you know, cope with them so much that they're having to stop the scouts getting towards the second point. This is the real problem here for Red team right now. They're going to have to like keep the scouts at bay. Oh, Chef Excellence with the crit fish killer on that medic. Oh, you got Vaccinator. Oh, what? It's improved damage from certain types, but not melee. Damage introduced to Fishman. It's not looking good. Oh, look at that. Efficient kills. And there it goes. Second one. That was quick. Oh, Baldy goes right in the train. Gets close. Sorry.
Every time we've seen people actually get on the point, straight away it's been capped. There's been no like close defense of the point or anything. It's either defended perfectly or not defended at all. There's no in between.
And I think Tenacious had already won the game by capping second that fast. I think they're going for an encore here by trying to take down the last one in quick fashion as well. Look at this though, it's just on the point, and Slappy there is pretty much trying to defend for everything. Oh, there they come. Here come the scouts. They're just running around everywhere, causing Red team to find wild directions. See you later, Bert. Thanks for playing, man. Now, this is what's going on here. Okay, 14 seconds on the clock. Well, actually, to be fair, the train's barely been damaged. They've got tons of time right here.
3, 2, 1.
Max Hole. Okay, he's managing to nicely spy it up. Oh, nice stab work there from Max Hole. Just got in behind that. That was nicely timed pattern there. He walked in, looked, didn't look certain, didn't look at anybody, and had his back running backwards. That does look like standard play. That was good acting. You know, this is the memo to everybody trying to play, you know, new dead ringer here, which is you do need to act as spy. You can't just basically go, oh look, I'm dead, and then reappear somewhere else. It just spooks people. That's an interesting little sentry that I have a feeling, yes, that looks like it's inside the control point. Is that inside no, it's not inside spawn at all actually, that's still outside. That's a bit of a good sentry right there. Although actually that can get sniped pretty hard. And actually there come the rockets. Yep, no, I think that's going down. This thing, you can't have sentry at long range, they won't be able to sustain the bombardment.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised actually how we haven't really seen anything sniper-wise, to be honest. You know, there's loads of places where you could do some really good sniper work. And okay, yeah, we had the sniper, the so-called sniper push earlier on, but there's basically no one going for headshots or anything. This is pretty much the ideal area for it. You know, unless you've got an enemy sniper, you are not going to get killed on blue if you're stood in the balcony area.
Well, this is the thing. I think the sniper position a bit forward, and also I like sentry position. Sniper positions also need to be discovered. Shaggy, I think, has resorted to Demo Man. He wants to win this. He's already won it, to be fair. They really actually make it the second point really quick. All hail Scout Power. What is this? Who is that? Scar, I see what you're doing there. That is genius. And how did you get away with that? I mean, he's put a teleporter up right next to the train on the other side of the thing. I mean, that is a genius little teleporter there. I mean, it's one of those things I love where, you know, they haven't found it yet and they're regretting it immediately. Good though. I think it's the thing, that teleport has actually changed the game, and Blue's got more pressure on now. And Luigi Master there trying to push up all the stickies, and I think, ooh, and nope, that's gone there. Blue team sees the area, nicely done for Tenacious N there. We go to the next map. Make this the last round.
Yeah. Well, they've won anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, we have one more round. We'll see how this thing pans out towards the end. Yep, Tenacious has technically won the game. I think they managed to win the tiebreaker by basically getting to the second point so quick that they pretty much won by timer there. And also, you know, taking the whole round also pretty much cements that victory. So for the time being, this is just one last, you know, last hurrah for Snowplow. I mean, okay, I think it's time for conclusions. Personally, I would say that this map isn't that complicated. I can see where Valve is going. I think the initial problem of it looking like a cart push map is an issue, but you get over that in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, the only thing that is really confusing here is the aesthetics. The game mode itself is pretty much fine, and yeah, I mean, robot destruction is way more confusing in my opinion than this is. As is this new grappling hook shite that's... Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I mean, how the hell's that work? But yeah, I like this map, and it's my favourite sort of theme as well. Like the whole alpine, well, not alpine setting, but the whole like foresty setting. I really do like that. Super nice looking map. Just from that point of view.
I mean, I can agree on those points right there. The thing is, though, I don't think they're pioneering new gaming territory here. But what I do think is the complex part of this map is the sheer size and scale. Oh, there again with the trains. You know, there's so many flank routes, so many places to go, so many nooks and crannies, places to put sentries, that it's going to be one of those maps that's, you know, going to last a long time.
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier on, there's definitely... I mean, we saw it with the All-Scout Rush. This map has got a lot that can be exploited really easily, and, you know, especially if it does get added as an official map, there's definitely going to be a period of a couple months where anybody who knows how to play the game will pretty much have a superb advantage. Just, you know, understanding how to backcap, things like that. And that is perhaps where Valve sort of found some problems. Perhaps, you know, if you want it to be an all-inclusive map, it will be too easy for expert players who know strategies for backcapping, things like that. It would be far too easy for them to beat lower skill teams. But then there's other maps that still have the same problem, and so I think it's somewhat of a moot point when you really get down to it.
The thing is with Valve is I think I've always had a good respect for them in making sure that there's not too much of a skill gap in a way. I mean, I do disagree with Muzelk, because basically he said that, you know, one thing with Overwatch is it makes rocket jumping easier, and I think that's not a bad idea, because, you know, it's a feature of the game that has got a very high skill ceiling, And I think the thing is, Valve try and make it there's not too much a high skill gap with those technical kind of things. And I think that's great. So, with this map, I think this is a map which pros are going to look at and go, yep, oh. And noobs are going to play it and go, oh my god, what the hell is going on here? Where do I go? What do I do? Do I push this train? And it's going to completely confuse them and baffle them. It's a very, very high skill map, I would say. It's kind of like Steel in a certain measure. But not as bad. I think Steel is less complicated than this map in terms of sheer gravity. I mean, if you look at the map, actually, it's got tons of vertical placement. You can go so high up in it. It's kind of like Egypt, but with length. Saying that, I think everybody had a lot of fun today. It's actually been a really fun map to look at, and I love the whole train thing because that has been amazing fun to watch. You're just pretty much barreling people over, and people are just getting caught unawares by it every time.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think this is. I'd like to see. It's kind of like Doomsday. I'd really like to see this kind of game mode in other maps, not obviously maps that we've already seen, but perhaps other people make some custom maps for this kind of game mode, because Doomsday or Special Delivery as a game mode really isn't that bad, but everybody just seems to hate Doomsday as a map. And I think the same could be said for this. Like, this game mode, there's literally nothing wrong with it, but the map itself, I think, is where, because of the design of it, is where it falls short in regards to sort of nice balanced gaming. So custom maps would be nice to see, where people think, oh, I'll take these mechanics and do something interesting with them.
Yeah, I know what you mean with that. The thing is, though, I think with maps like Doomsday and this, you require special maps to do it. You have to heavily abstract them. I mean, could you see Hightower being converted into a Doomsday of sorts? It's entirely possible. Anyway, from the looks of it, though, I think one thing I have noticed with the train, though, the train does increase in health when you go beyond a point, so it does do that. It's kind of like a weird timer in a fashion, and I think it's a little bit maybe unnecessary. I think I would prefer it to be a bit more lethal in that regard. You have a very limited amount of time to fit the entire map, and you've got to try and push that train. But I think this is pretty much the end here. I think, Tenacious N rolled over. The other team's already gone home. Great day.